Once again, we've been looking through the archives here at the almighty TIG TV, and we came across a series from April 1984. Chris Maycroft was given his own talk show. However, the series was never broadcast, therefore it has not undergone a final edit.
So is everything okay?
Yeah. Haven't you been to wardrobe yet?
How do you mean?
Well, is that what you're wearing on screen?
Yeah. Why?
Oh, nothing. And at the end of the show, remember to thank your guests. If you know, for appearing on your show. You keep forgetting to do that.
Ready to go? Everybody stand by. Ready to roll, Cindy, and go in 5.
Hello there, and welcome to Maycroft with me, Chris Maycroft. So, what have I been doing recently? This morning I had to pay a visit to my dentist, so a big hello to Dr. Ellison of Ellison, Shah and Chakraborty. I had to have a filling. I mean, it was only a small one. The dentist thought I wouldn't need an anaesthetic, but I found it a bit painful, so he gave me one in the end. I mean, he didn't give it to me in the end. The only problem is I'm not very good with needles, and a bit of wee came out. Anyway, enough of that. It's time for me to meet my first guest, who is a vicar. Let's hope he's not going to preach to us, all that God stuff. Anyway, please welcome Simon Inchley. Hello. How do we know you're a vicar?
What do you mean?
Well, you're not wearing that, that thing around your neck.
What? The old dog collar. We don't wear it all of the time. After all, you don't expect astronauts to walk down the road in their spacesuits now.
Before we start, something I reckon many viewers will want to know is, what is the difference between a vicar and a priest?
Well, to keep it simple, a vicar is part of the Church of England, while priests officiate with other denominations such as Catholicism, Islam, Hinduism, etc.
Oh, right. Now, is being a vicar as easy as it sounds?
How do you mean?
Well, I mean, you only work one day a week.
No, we work 7 days of the week answering God's calling. We have other duties than just taking a couple of religious services on a Sunday. We try to look after the well-being of our parishioners, visiting the elderly and the lonely, comforting the sick and the dying. We help out with community projects. And of course, we deal with baptisms, marriages and funerals. What we in the business call hatch, match and dispatch.
You're not one of those God botherers, are you? Like those who keep knocking on my door of a Saturday morning.
We do take our messages out onto the streets to those who wish to hear the words of the Lord, but we are not intrusive.
So, what kind of vicar are you? I mean, traditional or trendy?
What?
Well, I mean, do you believe in God? I've heard that some modern vicars don't.
Of course I believe in God.
Well, Have you always believed in God?
Of course I have.
I mean, even when you were a teenager at school?
Yes.
We used to have this lad at my school who said he believed in God and all that. We used to josh him all the time about it. He even used to try and sneak around the school without us seeing him. We used to call him Creeping Jesus. Anyway, do you expect to go to heaven when you die? Yeah, I heard a good joke the other day about bishops and cardinals all going to hell, but I've forgotten how it went.
Well, I hope to go to heaven. Surely it is the wish of most people to be welcomed into the kingdom of our Lord.
Anyway, thanks for coming in and sharing that with us, Vicar. Now, my next guest is a classically trained musician. He has played at the Royal Albert Hall and at the Lyceum in Leamington, or was it Leicester? It was, it was somewhere beginning with the letter L. Anyway, please welcome Gary Pritchard. Gary, you're a classically trained musician. What does that mean?
It means I've been tutored over many years to be able to read music and to play to a high professional standard.
And it's classical music that you play?
Mainly, although we musicians do take an interest in other genres.
I mean, do you really like listening to Beethoven and Mozart and the rest of them? I mean, it's also yesterday, and it all sounds the same to me. Yeah, I must admit, I prefer listening to something more upbeat and modern, like, the Thompson Twins or Kajugoogoo, Culture Club. Do you really want to hurt me? Yeah. Boy George, interesting character. I never know which way to take him. Although, I'd love to have him on the show. What instrument do you play?
Well, I play the violin.
Oh, right. I mean, to be honest, I can't stand the violin or the cello. It's such a squeaky sound.
Do they set your teeth on edge?
Are you trying to be funny? It bloody well hurt when he stuck that needle in me. Anyway, didn't someone describe the sound of a violin like a cat piddling on a tin roof?
I think you're referring to Dr. Johnson in his description of the harpsichord.
Yeah, well, going back to reading the music, do you understand all that stuff about quavers, semiquavers and crotches?
Well, it's one of the basic lessons we learn.
I found it all very confusing when I was at school. Anyway, that's all for now. Gary. Now it's time to move on to our music spot. Hopefully proper music. Here are Rumplebuttocks with Don't Sniff Wasps.
Don't sniff wasps. It's very bad for your health. Don't sniff wasps. You could injure yourself. Wasps wait in ambush in the garden rose. So don't sniff wasps, 'cause they'll sting your nose. Don't stroke lions or pat them on their sides. Don't stroke lions. You may hurt their pride. Lions anger quickly. They'll bellow and they'll roar. So don't stroke lions, or you will feel their claws.
So, what was all that about? I mean, we'd want to sniff a wasp anyway. Right, now it's time for my final guest. And he and I have something in common, because he's a ventriloquist. So please welcome Benny Benfield. So, hello, and what's your name?
It's Benny.
No, not you. I was talking to the little fella.
His name is Raymond.
Hello, Raymond. So, how long have you been doing this then?
Are you talking to me or the puppet?
No, talking to you.
Well, I've always been interested in show business, but I can't sing or dance, and I'm not good at telling jokes. Then one day I tried ventriloquist, and it seemed to work. I bought a glove puppet and started by entertaining a few friends, and it was them who suggested that I take it up as a career. So I inquired at a few local pubs and clubs, and it's taken off from there.
Until I saw your name on the guest list, I'd never heard of you. You haven't been on television, have you?
I've appeared on local TV a couple of times.
Yeah, but it's not the same as appearing on national TV, is it? Anyway, Raymond, I have a surprise for you, because I brought along someone for you to meet. It's... Oh no, I've left him over there. Could one of you let me have that bag, please? Yeah, the blue one. Right, thanks. Look, it's Sammy. Sammy, say hello to Raymond. Hello, Raymond.
Raymond, say hello back to Chris. I mean, to Sammy.
Yeah.
Hello, Sammy. And how are you today?
Well, I'm very well, thank you. I'm very well, thank you. What about you?
Oh, wonderful. Tell me, Sammy, what are you supposed to be?
What do you mean?
Are you a mole?
No, he's a sloth, right? Okay, he's a sloth.
Mr. Benny, do you think Sammy looks like a mole?
Yes, he does. But a mole is different from a sloth.
In what way?
Well, moles live underground in dark tunnels.
That doesn't sound very nice. So what about sloths?
Well, it's even worse for them. They have Chris's hand stuck up their arse.
That's not funny. That's not funny. I mean, there may be children watching. We don't like that sort of language. And besides, it spoils the illusion for children. Anyway, that's all we've got. That's all we've got time for tonight. Today. We'll see you next time. Okay, goodbye.
Call this all right.
Who invited that crude male's job? I mean, this is a family show.
Yeah, well, anyway, Chris, you're for the high jump.
Why?
Advertising your dentist on TV. Advertising's a big no.
Look, it's my show. I can do and say what I like.
Beggars belief.